perhaps they never will.
Beautiful song from Don McLean. Vincent. He was at the Illinois State Fair in 1972. One of the things you will probably remember if you got to see that show. Fantastic job, too. My thanks to Doug of Taylorville, who called to say that he wanted to be mentioned as an example of humanitarianism, and I think I should. This being the last day of 72, I think it will do your heart good to know that there are still good people in the world, because Doug is sitting at home listening to this program tonight in Taylorville, babysitting his baby brother Larry, so his mommy and daddy can go out and drink lots of grown-up beverage, right? Doug, you ought to be commended, my friend, and especially for listening to this program and babysitting at the same time. The second most asked question of the night tonight at all the parties around the world, all 7 million people celebrating. First most asked is, where's the We asked a minute ago, so here is our final question in Just Plain Trivia tonight, and then in a few minutes I will give you all 4 answers and tell you who got them right, okay? Our final question for Just Plain Trivia at 522-4441, our sexy voice secretary, who was Mr. Peepers? That's a simpy. Who was Mr. Peepers? 522-4441. If you know the answer, give her a call. We'll give you the correct answers to all 4 and tell you what tonight's final score is in Just Plain Trivia in just a few. Who was Mr. Peepers? 4 questions working in Just Plain Trivia. The name of Dr. Ben Casey's boss, the name of the millionaire, the star of You'll Never Get Rich, and our final question for the night, who was Mr. Peepers? 522-4441, our sexy voice secretary's number. A few more calls for tonight. Clyde McFadder. Lovey-dovey. Hailing of our winners in Just Plain Trivia for this evening. A lot of them. Rusty Knobs is not one of them for most of these. Let's see. Rusty, do you know the star of You'll Never Get Rich? You don't. No. Okay, these people do. Linda Call, Lee and Susie Ashoff, the Journal Register. Well, I'm glad to hear you're listening this evening, guys. How's your linotype? Luke Noonan, Linda Gunkel, Doug Quick, Kevin Thompson, the Goodnows, and Alan Friedman all got that one correct. You'll Never Get Rich was the first title of the Phil Silvers Show. Sergeant Bilko. Remember all that? Phil Silvers was the star. The following people, and there aren't many of them, have the correct answer for the name of the millionaire. He was the guy who gave $1 million to people on conditions and stuff. I know, Rusty. Get on with it. Who was it? You don't know the answer, right? John Beresford Tipton. John Beresford Tipton. The man's name who gave the money away was Marvin Miller. That was his real name, I believe. That nobody ever knew his name. They said, give me a check and go, fella. Lou and Susie Ashoff got that one correct. So did the Journal Register again, the Goodnows, and the party on South 8th Street. Congratulations to you all. Do you know the name of Ben Casey's boss? You don't know that one. I gave you a clue on that one, too. Ben Casey. So you want to be a doctor. That is Dr. Zorba. Dr. Zorba, played by Sam Jaffe, the guy with the original afro, all that hair, and it was beautiful, beautiful white hair. And I think it was his. Dennis Smith, the Journal Register again. They're doing pretty well. So far, they're batting 100%. Chris, Luke Noonan, Dave Friedman, Curve-In Group, Rick Chase, Doug Quick, Sue Heyman. Okay. Bob Shinnick, the Goodnows, Alan Freeman, the party on South 8th again, and Lee Ashoff all got that one correct. Now, do you know the last one, Rusty? Who was Mr. Peepers? You are really dumb tonight. You know that? Wally Cox. Yeah, he says, yeah, I knew that one. So did the rest of the world, Rusty, including Marcia Cutler, Mrs. John Gentry, the party on South 8th, Sue DeForest, is that DeForest? Okay. Alan Friedman, the Curve-In Group, Frank Sponsler, Harry Whitler, Diana Walsh, the Goodnows, Sue Heyman, Dana Ross, Lee and Susie Ashoff, Sharon Smith, Kevin Thompson, Judy Beeler, the Journal Register again, Tim Griffins, Chris Boatman, Rich Chase, Bob Shinnick, Wanda Bryan, Brian Peer, Luke Noonan, Richard Jordan, Steve Kossman, Stan Beeper, and Pat Call. All got that one correct. My thanks to all of you for the phone calls tonight. The score, as it finally winds up, is the Kid 5, the Western Hemisphere 55. I stumped you on one. Next week, more. In the exciting radio game, Just Plain Trivia. Perhaps a new subject, but definitely more questions and more fun, thrills, and excitement from Springfield's original X-rated radio program, which, by the way, is also responsive to listeners' requests. A bunch of calls tonight from people wanting to know if we were going to do dedications. We weren't, but we are now, because people want to for some reason. During the Huggy Bear Kissy Face half hour tonight, I will read some dedications, you know, like from Herb to Judy and stuff like that way. If you'd like to make a dedication, you call our sexy voice secretary at 522-4441 and begin calling right now. Anytime, right now. 522-4441 is the sexy voice secretary's number if you would like to make a dedication to somebody special in your life, and we will share it with the entire Western Hemisphere during the Huggy Bear Kissy Face half hour of the program tonight. I hope at least the two people that called before call back with a dedication. Our sexy voice secretary is ready to take your call, and I'm ready to play this record by Brenda Lee. Is it true? Is it true?